Americans spend $8.6 billion every year on cold medicines. Here's the problem. Most don't work. In 2023, the FDA reviewed 200 studies on one ingredient. It's in Sudafed PE, Dayquil, and 50 other products. Their verdict? Quote, "Not effective." That's 242 million bottles sold per year. All useless. And that's just one medicine. When you're sick, you probably take 4 to 6 different products. Most have zero proof they work. Some can make you sicker. Want to know which ones? Today, I'm showing you 8 medicines that you're wasting your money on or are harming you. I'll prove it with FDA reports and real studies. Plus, the only 2 that actually work. Let's go. Look, we're in cold season. You know the drill. You're in the pharmacy. Your nose won't stop running. Your head feels stuffed with cotton. You're desperate. So you grab 3 or 4 boxes. Maximum strength. Fast acting. 12-hour relief. You spend $50. You feel like you're doing the right thing. Here's the truth. The cold medicine industry profits from your confusion. They bet you're too sick to read studies, too desperate to ask questions. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. Always talk to your physician first, especially if you have health issues. But I spent 40 hours reading medical studies, FDA reports, reviews from the Cochrane database. I read the real science, not the TV commercials. Every source is linked below. Don't trust me, check it yourself. This isn't about scaring you. It's about smart choices with your money and health. Here's what's coming. 4 medicines that don't work. 4 that can harm you. And the only 2 worth buying. By the end, you'll know more than most people at CVS. You'll save money. You might feel better faster. Sound good? Let's do this. Section A. The ineffective ones. Let's start with the money wasters. These won't hurt you. They just don't do anything. And you've probably bought one. Medicine number 1. Oral phenylephrine. Number 1. Oral phenylephrine. It's in Sudafed PE, Dayquil Sinus, Mucinex Sinus Max. About 50 other products. September 2023, FDA panel reviews 200 studies. Their answer? It doesn't work. Wait, what? Then why is it still sold? Good question. When you swallow this pill, your liver destroys it. Almost nothing reaches your nose. It's like watering a plant upstairs by pouring water in the basement. The FDA says you need 25 units in your blood to work. This gives you 1 unit. That's 4% of what you need. So why is it still sold? The FDA can only recommend removal. Actually removing it takes years of legal work. So companies keep selling. You keep buying. They keep profiting. Think about it. How many times did you take Sudafed PE and feel better in a few days? You thought it worked. But that's just how long colds last anyway. Medicine number 2. Vitamin C megadoses. Number 2. Huge doses of vitamin C when you're already sick. Don't get me wrong, your body needs vitamin C. But there's this myth. If you take massive amounts, you'll beat your cold faster. A 2013 review looked at 29 studies. Over 11,000 people. The result? Vitamin C does basically nothing once you're sick. Maybe. It shortens your cold by half a day. You're spending $30 to feel better 12 hours earlier. That's not medicine. That's expensive orange-flavored hope. The marketing is genius. Those commercials show people skiing down mountains after 1 drink. But the science? You're just making expensive pee. Your body dumps the extra vitamin C. Medicine number 3. Echinacea. Number 3. Echinacea. This plant extract promises to boost your immune system. It's in teas, pills, drops. That purple flower looks so natural and healthy. A 2014 review checked 24 studies. The verdict? Quote, "The effects are weak. No proof it prevents colds or shortens them. But people swear by it. They say, 'I take echinacea and I'm better in a week.' And I believe them. But guess what? Colds last a week anyway. It's like a lucky hat at a basketball game. Your team wins. You think the hat worked. But your team was winning anyway. That's echinacea, a lucky hat for your nose. Plus, it costs $10 to $25 per bottle. You're paying premium prices for zero results. Medicine number 4. Oscillococcinum. Number 4. This one's crazy. Oscillococcinum. It's one of the top-selling flu medicines worldwide. And it contains, basically, nothing. Not joking. The ingredient is duck liver, but it's diluted 200 times at a 1:100 ratio. That's 1 part duck liver in more water than exists in the universe. There's literally 0 molecules of duck left in your pill. You're taking a sugar pill. An expensive sugar pill. Studies paid for by the company say it works. Independent studies? No effect. Which makes sense. It is a placebo. People spend $12 to $18 for this. They take it religiously. They get better in 7 to 10 days, like everyone else. Here's what pharmacies don't want you to know. But supplements? The bar is way lower. Companies can make claims based on tradition or weak studies. As long as they don't claim to cure disease, they can sell almost anything. That's why useless products sit on shelves for decades. Making billions, doing nothing. At least those 4 just waste money. They won't hurt you. These next 4, they can make you sicker, 'cause dangerous side effects. Even send you to the ER. Let's talk about what you need to throw away today. Section B. The dangerous ones. Okay, we covered 4 that waste money. But these 4, they can actually hurt you. If you have these in your cabinet, pay close attention. Medicine number 5. Multi-symptom combos. Number 5. Multi-symptom products. Dayquil, NyQuil. Theraflu, multi-symptom. Tylenol cold and flu severe. These seem like a great deal, right? One pill treats everything. Cough, congestion, fever, aches. The box says maximum strength multi-symptom relief. Here's the problem. You're taking drugs you don't need. That's dangerous. Say you have a fever and body aches. No cough. You take Dayquil anyway. Now you're taking cough suppressant for no reason, plus fever reducer, plus phenylephrine, which we know doesn't work, plus an antihistamine you don't need. Your liver processes all that. Your body deals with side effects from all that. And you only benefit from one ingredient. But here's the scary part. Accidental overdose. Most combo products have acetaminophen. That's Tylenol. Safe at normal doses. Too much? Liver failure. Liver failure kills. Here's how it happens. You take Dayquil. 4 hours later, headache hits. You take regular Tylenol. You don't know both have acetaminophen. Later, you take more Dayquil. Maybe Excedrin, too, also has acetaminophen. Suddenly, you've taken 5,000 to 6,000 milligrams in one day. Safe limit? 3,000 to 4,000. You've overdosed without knowing. A 2019 study found 40% of acetaminophen overdoses were accidental. People weren't trying to hurt themselves. They just didn't know they were taking the same ingredient multiple times. One woman, 34 years old, healthy, took multi-symptom medicine plus Tylenol for 3 days. She ended up in the hospital with liver failure. Needed an emergency transplant? All because marketing said, more medicine equals faster relief. It doesn't. It equals danger. Medicine number 6. Cough suppressants for wet coughs. Number 6. Cough suppressants when you're coughing up mucus. A wet cough means you're coughing up stuff. That cough is clearing infection from your lungs. cough suppressants. Dextromethorphan, or DM, stop that cough. They tell your brain, don't cough. Sounds great for sleep, right? Except your body needs to cough. That mucus needs out. When you suppress a wet cough, mucus sits in your lungs. Bacteria grow. Your cold can turn into bronchitis or pneumonia. A 2015 study found cough suppressants don't really reduce coughing, but they cause drowsiness, dizziness, nausea, and they can make you sick longer. So you're taking medicine that doesn't work, makes you sleepy, and might make you sicker. That's the opposite of helpful. Dry cough, nothing coming up? Maybe talk to your doctor. Wet cough? Let it happen. Drink water. Use steam. Don't suppress it. Medicine number 7. Aspirin for kids with flu. Number 7. Aspirin for kids or teens with flu. If you have kids, listen up. This is critical. Aspirin is fine for adults, but give it to a kid with flu or chickenpox, and it can cause Ray's syndrome. Ray's syndrome is rare, but when it hits, it's devastating. Swelling in liver and brain, vomiting, confusion, seizures. It can cause brain damage or death. The CDC warned about this since the 1980s. Yet, a 2018 survey? 30% of parents didn't know aspirin was dangerous for kids with viruses. Here's what makes it worse. Some combo medicines have aspirin compounds. You might not even know you're giving it. Always check labels. See aspirin, salicylate, or acetylsalicylic acid. Don't give to anyone under 18 with fever or viral illness. Use acetaminophen or ibuprofen instead. Safe, effective. Won't cause Ray's syndrome. Knowing this difference can save a life. Medicine number 8. Expired medicines. Number 8. Expired medicines, especially liquids. You're thinking, expiration dates are suggestions, right? Medicine still works. Wrong. Expired cold medicine can be dangerous. Over time, active ingredients break down. The dose on the label isn't what you're actually getting. Say you have expired liquid Tylenol. Label says 500 milligrams, but it's degraded to 300. You don't get relief. You take more. Now you might be overdosing based on bad math. Worse with liquids. Once opened, bacteria can get in, even with the cap closed. Past expiration, that liquid can be contaminated. Children's Tylenol from 2020? Toss it. I know it feels wasteful, but you're not saving money using expired medicine. You're risking your health. Here's what makes me angry. The multi-symptom marketing is brilliant. Makes you think it's better value. More bang for your buck. But you're not getting value. You're paying more for drugs you don't need. Risking dangerous interactions. Making overdose incredibly easy. Pharmacies know you don't read labels. They know you're desperate. They know you'll grab whatever promises most relief. Brilliant marketing. Terrible medicine. Okay, we've covered 8 medicines to avoid. 4 waste money. 4 can harm you. Here's the good news. You don't need all those products. You need exactly 2 things. Simple. Cheap. Actually proven to work. I'm about to show you what they are, how to use them, and why they're the only things worth your money next time you're sick. Let's talk about what actually works. Section C. What actually works. After all that bad news, let's talk about what you should buy. You only need 2 things. Simple, cheap, real science behind them. Ready? Let's go. Medicine number 1. Nasal saline. Number 1. Nasal saline spray or rinses. This is your secret weapon. I know what you're thinking. That's not medicine. That's salt water. You're right. That's exactly what it is. But here's why it works. When you have a cold, the virus lives in your nose. It's hanging out in mucus, multiplying, making you miserable. Saline rinses physically flush that virus out, thin the mucus, clear your passages, help your immune system work. This isn't theory, this is proven. A 2019 review looked at multiple studies on nasal irrigation. The conclusion? Saline rinses reduce cold symptoms by 1.5 to 2 days. They also reduce severity. Another 2020 study found people using rinses twice daily had fewer infections overall. The rinses prevented colds, not just treated them, and unlike everything else we've talked about, basically no side effects. It's salt and water. That's it. You've got choices. Neti pot, little teapot thing. Squeeze bottle, pre-made saline sprays. All work. Key thing, use sterile or distilled water. Don't use tap water unless you boil it first. There have been rare brain infections from tap water. Stick with distilled, sterile, or previously boiled. How to use? Lean over sink. Tilt head to one side. Pour or spray saline into upper nostril. It flows through and comes out the other side. Switch sides. Do this twice daily when sick. Weird the first time? Yes. Strange feeling? Absolutely. Does it work? Science says yes. Best part? Saline spray costs about $5. Neti pot and packets? Maybe $15 total. Compare that to $30 to $50 on useless combo medicines. You're spending less and getting better results. That's a win. Medicine number 2. Single-ingredient pain relievers. Number 2. Single-ingredient acetaminophen or ibuprofen. Notice I said single-ingredient. These are for fever and body aches. That's it. They don't cure your cold. Don't shorten it. Just make you comfortable while your immune system works. Acetaminophen, that's Tylenol, reduces fever and pain. Works on the part of your brain that controls temperature and pain signals. Ibuprofen, that's Advil or Motrin, does the same, but also reduces inflammation. It's an NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Both are safe when used right. Both have decades of proof. Here's crucial. Buy single ingredient only. Not Tylenol cold and flu. Not Advil multi-symptom. Just plain acetaminophen or plain ibuprofen. Look at the label. Active ingredients should list one thing. See 3 or 4? Put it back. You don't need it. Why? We covered combo dangers. You want targeted treatment. Take this for fever and aches. Use saline for congestion. That's it. Follow bottle instructions. Acetaminophen. Don't exceed 3,000 to 4,000 milligrams in 24 hours. Ibuprofen. Don't exceed 1,200 milligrams in 24 hours, unless your doctor says otherwise. Important. Pick one. Don't take both at the same time unless a doctor tells you. Stick with one for your whole illness. Which should you choose? Simple guide. Choose acetaminophen if you have stomach issues or ulcers, you're on blood thinners, you have kidney problems, or you're pregnant. Always check with doctor first. Choose ibuprofen if you have lots of inflammation or swelling, you have liver problems, or acetaminophen hasn't worked well before. Not sure? Ask your pharmacist. They'll help based on your situation. Generic acetaminophen? About $5 for 100 tablets. Generic ibuprofen? Maybe $6. These last through multiple illnesses. Compared to $15 for Tylenol cold and flu with only 24 doses and ingredients you don't need. You save money and stay safer. That's smart healthcare. Before we move on, 2 other things with actual science. Honey. Multiple studies show it's as effective as over-the-counter cough suppressants. A 2018 Cochrane review found honey probably reduces cough better than placebo. Might be as effective as dextromethorphan. Give kids over age 1 a spoonful before bed. Adults too. Coats throat. Reduces irritation. Tastes way better than syrup. Important, don't give to babies under 1. Can cause infant botulism. Everyone else? Safe and effective. Zinc lozenges. Zinc lozenges. Research is mixed, but some evidence they help, with one big catch. You must start within 24 hours of symptoms. Wait until day 3? Probably won't help. A 2017 analysis found zinc might reduce duration by 1 day if started early. But studies aren't perfect. Some people get bad taste or nausea. My take? Catch your cold super early and want to try? Go for it. Not expensive, but don't expect miracles. If it makes you nauseous, stop. Let me tell you what I do now. I used to spend $40 to $50 every cold. I'd buy Dayquil, NyQuil, Mucinex, lozenges, Emergen-C, everything. I'd feel better in 7 to 10 days. Same as everyone else. Now, I keep 3 things. Saline nasal spray, generic acetaminophen, generic ibuprofen. Total cost? About $15. Lasts a year or more. When I feel sick, saline spray twice daily to keep my nose clear. Fever or aches? I take acetaminophen. That's it. My colds don't last longer. Actually, they're shorter because saline clears the virus instead of just masking symptoms. I feel better faster because I'm supporting my body's natural healing. Not drowsy from antihistamines I don't need. Not suppressing coughs that should happen. I went from spending $40 to $50 per cold to maybe $8. And I get better results. That's not a trade-off. That's just smarter. Here's the uncomfortable truth pharma doesn't want you to know. There is no cure for the common cold. None. Zero. We can't kill the virus. Can't make it go faster. Your immune system does that work. It takes time. Most colds last 7 to 10 days no matter what you take. That timeline is built in. It's biology. So what's the best medicine? Supporting your body's natural process. Rest, water, sleep, good food, and clearing virus from your nose so your immune system can work. That's it. That's the secret. All those medicines promising fast relief and maximum strength? They're selling hope, capitalizing on desperation, making you think there's a shortcut. But there's no shortcut. The virus runs its course. Once you accept that, everything changes. You stop wasting money on stuff that doesn't work. Stop taking unnecessary drugs. Focus on what matters, supporting your body while it heals. Here's the wild part. When you stop suppressing symptoms with chemicals and start supporting natural healing, you often feel better faster. Your body is designed to fight infections. Get out of its way and support it. It does the job. Think of it this way. If your house is on fire, you don't cover smoke alarms and spray air freshener. You put out the fire. Cold medicines we've been taught to buy? They're air freshener. They mask the problem. Saline rinses and pain relief for comfort? That's the fire extinguisher. That's actual help. Let's make this super practical. Here's exactly what to do. 1. Nasal saline spray or rinse kit. 2. Single-ingredient acetaminophen 3. Single-ingredient ibuprofen 4. A thermometer 5. Optional, honey for cough 6. Optional, zinc lozenges to start within 24 hours. That's it. 6 things. Only 3 essential. Everything else is clutter. 1. Anything expired, especially liquids. 2. Multi-symptom combo products. 3. Products with phenylephrine. 4. Acylcocinum or other homeopathic stuff. 5. Megadose vitamin C for colds. 6. Echinacea supplements. 7. Anything you can't identify or remember buying, be ruthless. Haven't used it in 2 years? Don't need it. Past expiration? Garbage. Promises to treat 12 symptoms? Not worth keeping. At the pharmacy, flip the box over. Look at active ingredients. Count ingredients. See 3, 4, 5 listed? Put it back. You want 1 active ingredient. Look for multi-symptom, severe, Maximum strength. Red flags. Marketing designed to make you buy expensive products with more ingredients. Instead, look for simple. Acetaminophen 500 milligrams or ibuprofen 200 milligrams. Boring is good. Boring means targeted. Everything I've said assumes a normal cold or flu, but sometimes you need a doctor. Don't mess with these red flags. See a doctor if fever over 103 degrees Fahrenheit or lasting more than 3 days, trouble breathing or shortness of breath, severe chest pain or pressure, confusion or trouble staying awake, symptoms lasting over 10 days without improvement. Symptoms improve, then suddenly get worse. Babies under 3 months with any fever at all. Severe headache with stiff neck. Don't tough it out. Don't rely on store medicines. Get medical help. Most colds are harmless and resolve alone. But pneumonia, bacterial infections, other complications are real. Know the difference. You know what's interesting? Once you understand this, the pharmacy becomes different. You walk past all those colorful boxes with their promises. You see them for what they are: expensive placebos and dangerous combinations. You head straight to basic, boring, generic products. The ones that cost $5 instead of $25. The ones that actually work. You become the person who knows better? That feels pretty good. At the start, I told you Americans waste $8.6 billion yearly on medicines that don't work. But that number doesn't show the frustration, the confusion. Standing in that aisle, sick and desperate, trusting companies wouldn't lie to you. You deserved better information. Now you have it. If this saved you even one unnecessary purchase, hit that like button. Subscribe so you're ready next time the health industry tries to profit from your confusion. Take care of yourself. Your health is too important to trust to marketing.